Welcome back to Pete's Garage. Does your vehicle have a problem with a check engine light? With a message saying tighten gas cap? Is it hard to start after you fill up with gas? These are all symptoms of a part that has possibly failed inside of your evaporative emissions system. So stay tuned. We're going to fix it. First, I'm going to tell you what an EVAP system actually is. If you look here, if you have a gas can and the weather changes, this thing builds up a lot of pressure. Look how swollen this thing is. As this gasoline expands and contracts as it changes in temperature, it creates pressure inside the gas tank. And actually, inside your vehicle, there's also a gas tank. And you're also taking gas out of it. And whenever you take gas out of it by pumping it up to the engine, you also need to add air behind it, a lot like the plumbing in your house, or else you could just suck a vacuum and collapse your tank. Or if it goes from one extreme to the other in weather, it gains a lot of pressure and expands quite a bit. So they have a system in order to vent that, but they don't vent it to the atmosphere because gasoline vapors are hydrocarbons, and hydrocarbons pollute the air, right? They're bad for the ozone. So what we do, instead of venting it out to the atmosphere like older vehicles do, we run it through a charcoal canister, and then we run it up to the engine and we burn it into the engine. And the part that allows it to go into the engine is called the purge valve, and that's what this is. There's a vent valve in the back that allows air back into the tank, and a charcoal canister, and then also another seal is this gas cap. So if you have any kind of evap leak, you could have a bad gas cap, purge valve, or a vent valve, or a leak somewhere in the system, like a broken, damaged line or something like that. So if you have an extended crank like that, it's possible that it could be you're kind of flooding the engine with those fuel vapors. A lot of times this one actually sets a P0442, which is a small evap leak. This might just be one of the easiest things to repair on one of these vehicles. It's definitely a lot easier than changing out a headlight on one. So if you can do that, then you can do pretty much a lot of things. Yeah, never mind. Let's just get to it. I'll show you how. The only thing you really need is a pocket screwdriver to fix this. We can fix it with this. Now here's the line right here. This line right here is where it burns those fuel vapors through, and you can see it goes back to the gas tank here. Now right underneath here, we're gonna find the connector. It's right underneath this wiring harness right here. Okay? So what I like to do is I like to undo this connector right here. So there's a little tab you just slide to the side, and this pulls up. Okay, and then this should be able to just pull up. You can see on this bracket there's a little tab right there. This tab, you kind of got to bend it a little bit, and this just slides on. All right, so you might have to take the pocket screwdriver to bend that in order to get it off. On this vehicle, there's just this little white tab you push down, and this slides off of there, and we just unplug it, and we can fish this through. We'll thread it back through like the other one was. Let's plug in our connections. Voila, that's done. It really is that easy. Unfortunately, if you take it to a shop, you're going to have to pay to have that diagnosed. So expect a diagnostic fee. But the actual changing it out shouldn't take much more than a couple tenths of labor. So it's not too bad to do, but definitely it's kind of a tough one to diagnose if you don't really know what's going on. So just Need to slide this on past my heater hoses. Boom. Hey, thanks for watching. Now, if you have a purge valve that went bad, it's real easy to replace. Go ahead and follow this. And if it did help you, make sure you give me a like and subscribe. And I'll get some more content out just like this that'll help you out. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.